Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a disc. And I'm talking to
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. Know my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Third down. And 9 yards to go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Attack! Eye on these two.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Chubb running right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Mike, eye on these two. Let's go, ladies. Make these babies cry all the way back home. Yellow. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I got you, punk. Get him. Mike 5'9".
A run for Nick Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Let's go, baby. Watch it, quick. Watch it. Race don't trap. Check 26.
On first down, Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get ready. 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Yellow. 56, Mike, 56. Nice, sweetheart.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Everything was better off.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Yellow. 180. 2. Man, I got you.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
59, Mark, 59. Zoom, fellas, let's go. You got nothing left. You got nothing.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Middle. 45. Hey, Delta. Mike, 45. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Allen off the play fake. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. On 2nd down, Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. On the line. 59. Let's go, D. 57. It's going to be an exit. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, check. 59. Watch the run.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Delta. To the right. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over. Let's go. At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 24. Easy. Check 13, General. West. Shoot.
Hey, 43, 15.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Let's go, little lady.
Tie it right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Check.
15. Hey, 57. Switch it.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the pass.
Hey, 15.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Attack.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yellow.
We own it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got him.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Allen's throw is complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, box truck. 52, go.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Mike 52, 56. Hey, Mike 52. Go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time, Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch QB drop.
Allen going to throw again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the twitch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Yellow. 59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 15. 59, Mike. 59.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On 1st down, Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Check, nickel. No. Hey, Ripley.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Allen. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Go. Regular. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. There's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can rip left. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Charlie. Mike's 59.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing.